We've got ourselves a 1955 convertible that we're working on today. I know what you're thinking. This vehicle would look so sweet with bucket seats. But unfortunately in 1955 they didn't make bucket seats. Until today. Stick around because on this video I'm going to show you how we're going to install some 1962, 1965 Impala bucket seats so you have some period correct look to that Tri-5, but a beautiful bucket seat pair. This video is for you. My name is James Howell. I'm son of Danny Howell, part of Southeast Chevy Parts. We've been in business for over 50 years and helped over 150,000 Chevy enthusiasts like yourself get your Chevy Dream Car back on the road. In this video I'm going to show you how to do an installation using very simple bracketry in order to install some Impala bucket seats in your Tri-5. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to actually use the original floorboard holes here for the original seat. And what we've got is we've got a set of brackets here, floor brackets, that we have custom made to fit the 55 for the Impala seat. I will put a link in the description below if you'd like to order yourself a set of these. And so what you're going to do is they will have on there an arrow or indication which way is forward, which way is backwards. But we're going to put those in like so. And then we're going to go ahead and bolt it down. It comes with a hardware kit. You're using, of course, a fine threaded bolt, flat washer, and lock washer. Put those in there like so. And the only tool really that you're going to need for this part here is a 1/2 inch socket. So we'll go ahead and get those down like so. As you can see, no welding necessary for this portion of it. Really simple. And what's nice is this allows you to align your bucket seat properly, so you don't have to be like, where do I put it on the floor pan? It's already lined by installing this right here in the original holes. So this is the outer bracket. The inner bracket, we have two different styles. This one here will have the curvature. The other kind is actually cut in the back, and it's just a square part. Part of that reason is you can use that one, and you can still do this, you just have to cut it off, is some guys like to actually, in addition to using the bucket seats, they want to actually have it move back, and so we have seat relocation brackets for the bucket seats that you can actually slide them back and move it back 2 to 4 inches as well. And so with this curved part, it doesn't work for it, but with the squared off, it allows you to do that. This one here would go on the floor pan, and either the end of it will go right where the curve starts to bend down in the back portion of the pan, or if it's the squared off kind, it'll just stop right there, and that's where it is. So you don't want to do any kind of marking or welding or anything like that yet. This, you can either bolt these down to the floor pan, or if you would like to also weld, you can also weld them to the floor pan. But what we're going to do first is, when we have it kind of generally set, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our bucket seats, and we would want to install it onto here to know exactly the placement of the inside bracket. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab our bucket seat for that. All right. So this is going to go right on there like so, and this is going to go like this. All right. So once that is got it in, you'll see that these, I'm videoing. You just stepped right in front of my video.
Yeah, I thought you were talking to me.
There's my dad there for you, stepping into my video. Now for the inner bracket, you'll notice that it bends, and you want it to bend in, not out. If it bends out, it's going to interfere with the hump there where the transmission is, and so you want it to make sure that it comes in, it bends in. As you can also see, here's where the dip is, that's where the bend is for this model, or where it's cut off, you would actually just put it right up against there on that bend. The other thing to note is that for the inner seat track itself, on the standard 62 to 64, this one is actually angled, but for the bucket conversion setup, it actually needs to be straightened in order to fit onto the bracketry like so. And then once, of course, that's all set and done, then you can go ahead and secure it with the flat washer, lock washer, and nut, and you're good to go. For doing the installation of the outside bracket, when you're installing the seat track, you'll notice that the seat track here is in reverse to how it would be in a normal bucket seat. You have kind of the longer stanchion in the front and the shorter stanchion in the back, and of course the arms sticking out. You want to make sure that that's the setup that you have when you're doing the bucket seat conversion setup. As for the pieces then in the back, so in this setup here, you'll notice that we would want to have the seat track actually reversed. And in the 62 to 64, this is actually the right side, but for the conversion, this becomes the left side. And so we flip it with the taller stanchion in the front, the shorter stanchion in the back, but then of course the adjustment arm sticking out like that. If you would, then you can just go ahead and secure this down. And then once this is, again, we're not wanting to do any welding yet. All we're doing is basically getting placement. You would then take a marker of some sort, mark the area that you want, and then we'll go ahead and literally take it off of here, pull it off of there, put that inner bracket back in, either weld it or bolt it in, and there you have it. Literally, that's how fast, how easy using these brackets are for installing any bucket seats 1962 to 1965. Now, we're in the business of doing seat restoration, so we actually have we do all seats for the full size, 55 all the way up to 70. So if you're needing some seats to be restored, if you're needing a pair of bucket seats, 1962 to 65, give us a call, and we'll be happy to help you out and get you a set so that you can install them into your Tri-5 and get on your way. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and let me know what other kind of videos you would like to see on this channel. Until next video,